All right, let's get this show started.
City kickboxing coach Eugene Bareman wants Israel Adesanya to hang up the gloves following his recent loss to Nurmagomedov. Speaking to Southern Cross Combat, Bareman said, "This is fighting. It's going great until it isn't, you know what I mean? A brutal truth. One moment, you're executing the perfect game plan. The next, you're staring up at the lights. If there's anything to take away from that, I feel like that was the best camp he's done in a while, and that was reflected in that first round." Talking about what's next for Izzy, Bareman said, "I mean, he could do a lot more, but at that level, he could probably pull off a couple more if he wanted to. I don't know. That's just speculation. It's completely up to him. I would love to see him stop, put my feet up, and sail into the sunset. But if he's not ready to do that, then I'm not willing to force him into that. I'm not going to turn my back on him. Although I'd love to see him stop, I'm also never ever going to not walk into battle behind that guy." Referee Marc Goddard has responded to Israel Adesanya following recent controversy. During UFC 312, Izzy had a run-in with Goddard, who controversially stopped his fight with Nurmagomedov. In a video posted by the former champ, Izzy ran into Marc while walking backstage. The two paused for a brief conversation about the fight that took place just a week earlier.
Shut up.
How you doing, bro?
Ignore man. No worries. No. It's nice to see you away from the cage. You well?
I'm sorry, man.
Don't be. Hey, I'll tell you one thing. The one in New York, I was like, yeah, but this one's good. You know why? I wasn't there. I was moving, but it was all instant.
I saw my.
Yeah.
Listen, man, I said it all the time.
Yeah.
I don't want to stop any fights. Never.
Hey,
I like it.
No.
I respect
Don't
you.
put to the choir.
Thank you.
We're gonna see whatever to say. Like,
God
yes,
bless
you
you.
do the work. Thanks,
Respect.
brother. Easy.
Now, Marc Goddard's commented on the video, writing, "The things that people don't see, I don't know what to say right now, but I'd like to thank Stylebender wholeheartedly for sharing this moment, and I think it is Israel Adesanya's brother who is recording. For a certified Hall of Famer and one of the true GOATs of the sport to share this and show this side of character and humility is amazing, and it means a lot to me. Israel, you have my respect and admiration as a man and a champion. God bless." KAMARU Usman disagrees with Henry Cejudo, who says that Dricus du Plessis beats Alex Pereira at 205. Speaking on the latest episode of their Pound for Pound podcast, Usman and Cejudo shared their thoughts on a potential fight between the two champions.
If we do see a match between DDP and Alex Pereira, I'll definitely put my money with DDP. DDP stylistically is a problem, dude. And I know DDP's gonna go in there and wrestle. I think with the grappling, I think that could be very problematic. But there's one thing that I will say, you will need to be careful because Alex Pereira does a really good job of countering. And there's a lot of little sloppy things that DDP does, but I think I'll put my strengths and his mixing of the fighting against a guy like Alex Pereira.
I don't know if I favor him against Alex Pereira. That's blasphemy. Yeah. You said that. That's blasphemy.
No. I would not count this dude out, man, just because stylistically.
I want to see those two fights first. Khamzat Chimaev, potentially Nurmagomedov, then potentially move up. Because at that point, you can say, I've gone through that top 5 in that division. I deserve to move up.
Umar Nurmagomegov has provided an update on the hand injury he suffered January 18th in the fight against Nurmagomedov at UFC 311. In a video posted by Red Corner MMA, Umar showed the state of his injured hand, adding that he'll most likely be back in the octagon within 6 months.
Бегал, короче, рука уже вот столько зажимается. Нужно будет бить через 4 месяца. Скорее всего, вернусь через 6.
Mike Perry recently posted a video to his Instagram where YOEL Romero, known as the Soldier of God, blesses Perry in the Jordan River, which has biblical significance, because it is said that this is where Jesus was baptized. Check this.
Woo!
This is where Jesus was baptized. This is what you need the bottle for?
They pray, my Perry.
Former UFC middleweight champion Luke Rockhold offered a brutal critique of Sean Strickland's UFC 312 performance. In a recent appearance on the Ariel Helwani show, Rockhold called out Strickland for his pre-fight trash talk, but then not delivering within the cage. He also accused Sean of quitting after getting his nose broken in the 4th round.
We gotta fight through the problems in life, you know what I mean? So if someone breaks your nose, you gotta fight like a man and sack up. Okay. Let's get right into it. Are you referring to Sean Strickland?
Yeah, I'm just, we all watch the fight and we all heard the guy talk about to the death, Dutchman, to the death. This motherfucker talks such a big game, and then he bitches out and basically quits in a fight after he breaks his nose. Like, what are you worried about? You have a title fight. You have world titles on the line. That's all you want. That's all you dreamed of. And you're more worried about fixing your fucking nose than winning and biting down on your mouthpiece and doing what you got to do. I mean, it shows your true character. That's the cage is all about. When has he ever fucking put his ass on the line and fucking bit down and really went for it through a whole process of a fight, not just the last 10 seconds of a round? I mean, the guy is nonstop. I mean, he's not finishing any big fights. I'll tell you that. I mean, you just see everything that he presents himself as, which he is not. It's pretty simple.
Rampage Jackson has revealed why he took down his Bryce Mitchell interview. In response to recent controversy, Mitchell attempted to clarify his statements during the Jackson podcast, suggesting that his words were taken out of context. However, host Bear DeGidio firmly rejected any justification for praising Hitler, emphasizing the severity of his actions and refusing to provide a platform for such views. The episode has since been removed from the Jackson podcast platforms, and Bear has received backlash from the MMA community for how he's handled the interview. Now, co-host Rampage Jackson shared a video on X defending Bear and explaining why they decided to delete the episode.
And so we did the podcast with Bryce, and he told me he's like, hey, this is not the time to joke around and stuff like that. Like, Bryce can really keep saying shit and maybe f up his career, you know what I'm saying? And Dana White, cussed him out or whatever Dana White did, but they haven't kicked him. This guy's a good guy and he got kids and shit. So let's try to tell him, just be careful what he say. And that ain't me. I ain't the type of motherfucker to be telling motherfuckers what to do and shit, but I'm gonna be honest. I'm proud of Bear on how he runs shit and how he do business over there. I learned a lot from him, that little young nigga. I learned a lot from that little young nigga. He's smart, but he was just wrong on this one. He should have took my advice. I was gonna come there and make light of it and joke around and stuff, and then just tell him in a joke way, man, bro, be careful what you say. Would it have had the same impact on him? No. Yes, I don't know. And then so it came out, and to be honest, Bryce only said two things on that podcast that could have got clipped and taken out of context the wrong way, and Bear cut it out. And I told Bear, the shit that he said though, from a spiritual standpoint, from being a son of the Most High God, he was right. The shit he said, because it had something to do with some of God's creation. He was right, but Bear said, no, he can cut out because people can take it the wrong way and he can offend a totally different group of people. I said, all right, guys, this ain't my fucking podcast. I know it's called Jackson, but it ain't spelled the same. It ain't my fucking podcast. And I'm happy to be a part of it because I didn't think I could do podcasts, but I like doing it. I like entertaining y'all. I like joking around and stuff like that. So I didn't like this energy of that podcast because I couldn't really be myself and joke around. And then another thing he took out with him and him raising his dogs to help him farm his chicken. He said, yeah, that can be taken out of context and people can, it can hurt him more because, and some of you guys understand, when you have bad PR, if you have bad PR, some of the shit that you just don't want to make shit worse. So Bear was actually looking out for him, and then Bear deleted the podcast, not because of him looking bad or comments by him, because he said it was a lot of racist comments and stuff.
Here's how the MMA community reacted to Rampage's explanation. Bear is Joshua Fabia and Rampage's Diego Sanchez. You can't say you're not going to give someone a platform when you invite them onto a platform like a podcast. Plain and simple, you screwed this one up. Why not say what you had to say to him before the podcast then? Rampage, I look up to you, man. Don't sell your soul for some toys to play around with for a few years. Bear should have made the topic off limits and just talk about other things. Problem solved. Instead, he brought it up right away so he could talk down to Bryce and immediately said, we won't allow you to explain yourself, censoring Bryce. It was over from the jump. Wasted. I'm going to be respectful. Keeping your mouth shut to keep your money is selling out, and you are telling us in the speech that Bryce should do just that. A true slave. All respect to Rampage, but he's essentially saying, be a good guy. What do you make of Rampage's explanation and this entire situation? Share your thoughts in the comments below. It's time for today's top memes. Third place was posted by UFC Memery. Second place was posted by Bocash7532. And the top pick was posted by ArmLucky1285. Thanks for watching. If you like the content, smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe to stay in the talk.